Who is Steve McCrea? Well, I created this thing called FreeEnglishLessons.com. I got that web link in 1999. I've held it for 10 years, waiting for the right kind of content to put in. And so now I have a lot of content. This is my email address associated with this course, visualandactive@gmail.com. You can also reach me at FreeEnglishLessons@gmail.com. Both come to me. What have I done? Well, I have been trained as a public administrator. That means I'm sensitive to the issues of business, but I look at things in a broader perspective than just one company. And I am a business owner, and people consult with me for marketing issues, particularly for content on the web. I'm not a very careful person. I tend to be more active than thoughtful. And if we look at the Briggs-Myers, I tend to jump to the big picture, and I want to know the big picture rather than handle the details. So if you're a detail-oriented person, I might annoy you. So please tell me, and I can adjust the teaching style. Okay? Because I'm here to facilitate you. You don't have to adapt to me. Okay? So we will create the course that makes you comfortable. I also do public relations, and I've worked with politicians on analyzing issues. My influences. I mentioned that Alison Gopnik has an excellent article, January 2005 in the New York Times, where she talks about, it was a Sunday issue, I think it was the first Sunday of the year. Teachers are coaches. That's essentially, the best kind of teacher is a coach. Some of the things I've done, I help clients take an issue and create small presentations. They can be web-based. I created this little booklet for a tree planting organization. This was 14 years ago, 1995. The global warming was still, we basically had this idea. When the economy improved, carbon dioxide emissions went up. So at any time your economy expands, it's a bad thing for the environment. Well, what can we do to offset it? Well, you reduce carbon emissions by being more efficient in your energy use, and then plant trees to absorb the rest. And this was the campaign that we created. I've also worked with electric car manufacturers. These are small companies, and I produced a book. Here's the second edition, and we did little books to entice young people as well. I've worked as an educator, and I was part of a school that improved very quickly. And one of my clients needed a book, so I helped him produce it. So I think you're getting the idea that I'm not the kind of person that is stable in one location. I am a project person, and I look forward to working with you on this project. For those of you who know the love boats, cruising, if you love that, I have some great stories to share with you about this remarkable woman. Geraldine Saunders, she created the term love boat, and I count her as one of my mentors and friends. Pat Harris, she's a family therapist, and I came up with something called, what are our options? And this is very typical of what a family therapist is asking, you know. Let's see, what are our options? And I like to keep that question open. What are your options as a student when learning another language? And that's the structure of this Swiss cheese business model. Now it's time for a little advertisement. I love my city. It's Fort Lauderdale. Please come to Fort Lauderdale and you can have more of these visual and active Swiss cheese business English. I work in a language school, but there are times when there are fewer students. Generally January, February, July and August, lots of students. And then there's the slow times when a teacher is out of work. And that's when I teach my Swiss cheese business English. If you would like more information about my school, where you can discover, enjoy, bond, relax, connect, and explore. It's really quite an amazing place. They have fluency. You can become fluent. You're working in a digital environment. And BCDE. You have bonding, connecting, discovering, and exploring. If these are things that you like to do, come to my school. So, you see, this entire course is supported by the idea that you will be attracted to come to my school, where I work in Fort Lauderdale. If you're not able to go to that school, the system, this organization that I work for that says Learn English, they have locations in Australia, throughout the United States. There are other locations in Boston, San Francisco, and New York. And then they also have schools in England. So I hope that this has given you something to think about. I shared a little bit about myself, and I hope that you will be interested to work with me in Swiss cheese business English. By now, if you've listened to this by now, you must be interested in this new method. So, visual and active, let's get started. Send me information that you think I should know about you so we can design your personal, individual learning program. Thank you very much for your time. Stop.